Hello everyone, Jules here. Today I would like to show a really beautiful oracle deck that has just been released by Blue Angel Publishing, and that is the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. Here is the box, and the book is written by Lucy Cavendish, and the beautiful artwork is by Gilbert Williams. And I really love this oracle. It has only just been released a few days ago in Australia. It'll be released overseas in the Northern Hemisphere about a month from now, so it should be this time next month in September. Oh, by the way, before I talk about this deck a little bit further, I just want to say something apart from this for a moment. If anyone notices my skin a little bit here, I've had a treatment, a skin laser treatment that is still healing up. So in case people are wondering what is wrong with my skin, that is what's going on. So I thought I'd better mention that just in case people are wondering if I have some strange disease or something. I have had a skin treatment and I'm still recovering from that. So that's just a separate point I wanted to mention. Back to the Oracle deck. It has 44 cards, and it is in the usual type of Blue Angel box, a hard cardboard box. And the cards are borderless and they have a beautiful smooth matte finish. The beautiful smooth matte finish is quite a lot like the smooth matte finish on the new Dreams of Gaia Pocket Edition Tarot that I have in my video just before this one. So anyone who wants to have a look at that, it has this deck has the same smooth matte finish, and the colours are really lovely in this one as well. So here is the box, and the artwork of Gilbert Williams, I think, is probably the best, one of the best examples of spiritual art that I have ever seen. I have been following the work of Gilbert Williams for more than 20 years. So when I first found out that this oracle deck was about to be produced and published, I just could not wait to get this oracle deck. So I'm so pleased it's been done. So there's the box. Now here is the guidebook, and I really like the guidebook. It's got 4 special spreads just for this deck that were created by Lucy Cavendish, and I really like the spreads. And for each card there's a black and white picture, and there is 2 pages of meaning for each card, and there is a small affirmation type of verse for each card that Lucy Cavendish calls illumination instead of affirmation. But I really like this guidebook. I think it's well written, and what I also can pick up from this guidebook is I can perceive Lucy Cavendish. I can perceive her own regard for this beautiful artwork, this beautiful spiritual artwork of Gilbert Williams. I can just pick up the respect and high regard that Lucy Cavendish has for his artwork. I can just perceive that in this book. I think it's a really good guidebook, and I really like the wonderful thoughts that are there, the guidance for each card. Now on to the wonderful cards. As I was saying, they have a no borderless, smooth matte finish. The thing that's different about these cards is about 2/3 of these cards are landscape instead of portrait. So portrait image. I don't mind that. Some other people might find that quite a bit different, but with this deck it's about 2/3 landscape. But when you see the artwork, I'm sure you will think like me, and you will think that it really makes no difference. Here the card stock is very good, really good. Here is the back of the cards. It's a bit like a Flower of Life theme, but it's not quite the Flower of Life. It's a bit of a variant of the Flower of Life. It's sort of like light purple flower petals that join up in a way. Right, there's the back of the cards. Now I think for the artwork, I think I might start with, these are the cards that I particularly like. I always do it this way. I'm going to show you 4 of the portrait cards to begin with, so you get an idea of the gorgeous art, beautiful art, and then I'll go into all of the landscape ones, the ones that I particularly like. So I'm only going to show about 4 portrait cards. And here is the first one, Fairy Energy. So you can see probably now why I really love this artwork. And there's the name, the title of the card, and there are keywords under each title of the card, and each of the cards are numbered 1 to 44 as well. This is one of those decks that, apart from the wonderful artwork, I really like the keywords and the titles for the cards. That can be a problem for me, and it can be a problem for other people who sometimes really like a deck, but they are put off by the titles and all the keywords because sometimes they seem to be inappropriate. And that has happened to me a lot too. There have been some really quite lovely decks that I have not bought for that reason. This is one of the few decks I have found where the titles of the cards and the keywords are very appropriate for the image. And from what I can tell, I think it is because Lucy Cavendish has got quite an understanding of the art. The artwork of Gilbert Williams, and the themes of his artwork. That's what I think this is coming from. So here is Fairy Energy. Just gorgeous. You know, the word breathtaking comes to mind for me, and I don't use those kinds of words very often. Light Dancer. The artwork is not only so beautiful, but it is unique. Just wonderful. Sacred Journey. The Gathering. The colours of these cards and the matte finish, the beautiful smooth matte finish, it works so well. The Hidden Worlds. Maybe you might be able to see why I have been a fan of Gilbert Williams for over 20 years, and I am just so pleased that I have finally got an Oracle deck with his artwork, because for some reason his artwork or his art books have been not all that easy to get. I don't know whether it's because of where I live in Australia, or maybe they are easier to get probably in America. I think he is an American artist. That might be why. And I think he has retired now. So, The Hidden Worlds. Now I'm going to show you quite a number of the landscape cards, because, as I said, about 2/3 of the deck is landscape, but I don't think it matters because the artwork is just amazing. The Healing Temple. When I first saw this artwork more than 20 years ago, I just could not believe these images. They completely captured me and my spiritual interest. They hold so much meaning for me. The Healing Temple. The Mother Awakens. And Gilbert Williams has got a wonderful gift with light. The light images in these cards are just amazing. The relics, this is one of my favourites, the relics of Lemuria. The fabled past landform of Lemuria. And this is the one that's on the box, the Light Princess. So this will give you an idea of what Gilbert Williams could do with, or can do with, light. It's just amazing. These wonderful layers of light. Oh, another one. This is just wonderful. The Dolphin Caller. You know, the light and colour in those clouds and the sea. I don't find many what I call spiritual artists with this level of ability. It's just really incredible. The Dolphin Caller. Another one of my favourites, the Green Man. I think this is only one of 2 or 3 cards that have a border on each end like this one. But it all blends in. There's only 2 or 3, I think there are only 2 or 3 cards with this, but where it has happened, the colour of the border blends in with the picture anyway. The Green Man. I'm so impressed with this Oracle deck all round. I just think it's wonderful. Healing the Earth. And you can see a lot of different layers of light with this one. I hope my skin problem isn't distracting people too much. I could have put some makeup on, but apparently it interferes with the healing, so sorry. I just couldn't wait to show you this deck. Insight. Beautiful Merlin type of figure. The insight. Love that. And the gorgeous tones of midnight blue. This is just called Oracle. I think it's obviously referring to the Oracle at Delphi. These cards and this artwork, they just take me to another level, and that's what I think spiritual artwork should do. I think that is what it's for. Spirit of spring. Another favourite, the mirror. It is such a unique image. The gift. You can see all of the levels of light, layers of light in this one. Beautiful shades of green, green and white. The gift. This one's called The Secret, and it reminds me of a Mary Magdalene type of theme. The Seer. A beautiful crystal ball. Tree of Souls. The titles for the cards could be or may be taken from the actual titles of the original paintings. That's what I think these could be. And then the keywords are most likely the keywords of Lucy Cavendish. Tree of Souls. The last card I'm showing today, Water Spirit. And this is another card that I was talking about where there is a border on each end of the card, but it's not very distracting and it's not obstructing the main view of the main picture on the card. And the colours, you know, that is just a perfect image of a water spirit. These cards are just so mesmerizing. They're wonderful cards, and I just couldn't wait to show you this wonderful oracle deck by artwork by Gilbert Williams. I'm having trouble talking even though I've got a skin problem. The beautiful artwork of Gilbert Williams, and guidebook by Lucy Cavendish, Oracle of the Hidden Worlds, just released in Australia by Blue Angel Publishing, and I'll put the details below the video. And I thoroughly recommend this oracle deck, and think you will be able to see why I am so impressed with this oracle deck. So as I was saying, I'll put the details below the video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.